here. So let's do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Roundup news. So we got a notification for the next pack that's coming out. Um, Honestly, I'm excited about it. Well, I want to say excited. I'm like interested in it. There's a lot of stuff we got here. New season stuff, whatever case may be, whatever case that is. New season rank, which I haven't played yet, which I will. Try duel. I'm not worried about that. So what we got our new selection pack. I don't know how to pronounce this. Hecahands. I don't know. I think I'm saying it right. This is actually a very interesting deck. What's it related to? Oh yeah, you can search it with Nightmare Apprentice. Yeah, Chimera is about to come back now. You about to see Chimera definitely make a comeback now, especially with this. So Hecahands, I think this is a very interesting deck type. I love illusions. Ever since they first came out, I love them. I already got I already have the Chimera cards and everything else. So I'm definitely interested in this. This is a very interesting deck because honestly, I can sit there and show you right quick. I already got to pull up Yu-Gi-Oh! Mega. Hecahands are all about taking your opponent's monsters and everything else. And I feel like I don't know if we're gonna get this one. I don't know if we're gonna get this one, and I don't know if we're gonna get this one. But I'm not gonna sit there and say we are or not because I thought we wasn't gonna get kewl tune at full power, and we did. So I'm not gonna sit there and try to predict what we are not gonna get. Whatever comes in the pack comes in the pack. But honestly, this deck is very interesting because it's all about just taking control of your opponent's monsters and everything else. Like this one, if a card is added to your opponent's hand except during the draw phase or damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can look at one random card in your opponent's hand. Then if it's a monster, you can special summon to your field, which is crazy. I feel like this deck is going to be very irritating and very I won't say toxic, but I just feel like it's just what would describe this deck, because it's all about taking your monsters from your extra deck from your hand and stuff like that. I don't know what you would call this deck. I won't say toxic. I just think it's irritating. Put it like that. Like, what's this? The cards effect. Once per turn, if cards is added to your opponent's hand, it's all about adding cards from your deck to your hand, and we know a lot of decks do that as well. So they're going to get these effects off. You can special summon this card from your hand during your main phase. The thing about it is, this is during your main phase. So basically, like, you can special summon these cards, but you can't activate that second effect until it's during your main phase. So basically, it's like you just summoning bodies on the field. And then hopefully, like, because I'm like, your opponent played like Maxi. I think Maxi, if they play like More Charming, something like that, okay. But really, when I look at this now, you can only activate the effect during your main phase, not your opponent's main phase. And I feel like if they made it during their main phase, this deck will actually be good. But since it has to be doing your main phase, and you can only special summon this card if your opponent adds a card from the hands to the deck except by draw phase or damage step. Yeah, I don't know, honestly, at the end of the day, if this deck is going to be any good or not. We just have to wait and see. But I really hated that you only can do their effects during your main phase. It was like, if it was like during the main phase, during your main phase or theirs, then yeah, I think this deck would be good. But since it's during your main phase only, and it only requires your opponent to draw cards, add to their hand, add it to your opponent's hand. I don't know. Now that I look at, I think, are they all like that? Doing your opponent, okay, like this one, doing your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon to your field. Okay, so that's like your opponent's graveyard. Doing your main phase, okay. If this card is sent to graveyard, target one HP out some graveyard, whatever case may be. No. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, there's not everything else. So only your main phase, your opponent's main phase. So this is actually the only good one, honestly. That's crazy. But like I said, it's only like doing your main phase. I wish it was like doing both, but it's not. So I don't know how I feel about this deck now. Honestly, at the end of the day, they don't have no field spell. I thought they did. If you control a Hecahands monster, target one spell, your monster return to hand. Like I said, I'm gonna build this deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Mega, and we're gonna test it out and try it out. But I thought it would be good. But if their effects only activate during your main phase, because most of the time when your opponent add cards to the hand, is basically during that turn. Yes, I can special summon this, but if I can activate that second effect only during my turn, then it's pretty much like, you know, it's pretty much like not like their board's gonna be set up and everything, and they can negate this and everything else. So I don't know if this deck gonna be any good or not. Honestly, I know people play with Chimera, but yeah, that's very interesting. Now that I look at it now, it's like only doing your main phase. That's kind of crazy. Doing your same as the fusion monster that's ultra rare. Doing your main phase. What if I'm talking about stuff like that? I don't know if they have a card that activates doing both. When you activate this card, you can also send one other card from your control to graveyard, Hecahands. Then if you send another card to graveyard activation, you can set spell trap. You can banish a card. No. Your opponent draws one card. Okay. So you can banish the card, your opponent draws one card, then they discard one card. Then once they draw a card, then this is when these effects activate. So that's a nice effect to sit there and do it. But like I said, it's always doing your turn. I thought they might have a card to make it where you can do it during your opponent's turn. That's weird. That's weird looking. All these fingers and all this. That's weird looking. I ain't worried about that. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control, Hecahands negate the activation, you do destroy that monster, and you can special summon destroy monster to your field. Oh, okay, that's actually nice. Fusion. This is a crazy card because if your opponent gets rid of this, like I could take control of all monsters your opponent controls. Like, yep, you can look at 2 random face down cards your opponent extra deck, then special summon one of them on the field, which is crazy. If this fusion summon card you own and control is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can take control of any number of monsters your opponent controls. That's crazy. That's actually crazy because it can't be destroyed by battle. So the only way for you actually to get rid of it is by destroying card effects. That's actually crazy, honestly. But yeah, looking at it now, I don't know, honestly. Most of the cards are doing your main phase. This is the only one I see that you can do during your opponent's main phase, but most of these are like during your main phase. So like I said, it's something we'll try it out. Like I said, we're gonna try it out. We're gonna try it out. I would say I'm gonna try this out Sunday. So I'm gonna try this out tomorrow because I'm putting this video up on Saturday. I'm gonna try this out tomorrow and figure it out. But right now, looking at it, I just don't see it. Like, I see the deck really struggling because you only can activate their effects during your main phase, and your opponent never really draw cards from their deck to the hand unless they use Max C or More Charming. But if you go in second and they play More Charming, they can't use More Charming because their board's already set up for 1. 2, Max C's at 1, so who knows that they're gonna draw, like, you know, who knows they're gonna have it in their hand to play. So their board mostly set up and they're not gonna add any other cards. So honestly, at the end of the day, like, I see if you play like Dark Lord cards, like Dark Lord allows your opponent to draw a card, maybe stuff like that. That's what this card does. You can banish the card from your graveyard, your opponent draws 1 card. So you need to have cards in your deck to make your opponent draw cards in order for you to sit there and activate these effects and stuff like that. But like I said, if you're going second, their board is going to be set up. So I don't know how good this deck would be. Plus, people play with Chimera. It'll be interesting. Like I said, we're going to test it out and see, honestly. But so far, I'm just kind of skeptical on this because I don't think it's going to be that good because only one of these activate during your main opponent main phase, and most of these 2 activate during your main phase. So I don't know. We'll see how good it is or whatever. Go with that. Anywho, so we're looking at Hecahands, which is actually interesting. Like I said, I don't know how good it is. We're going to see tomorrow. Exosister, which is I think this is going to be a very fun rogue deck. I think it's definitely going to be a very fun rogue deck. I'm definitely excited about this. I do have Exosister cards. I always thought they was cool because I like the artwork and the lore and stuff like that. Now, Exosister do have another spell card that they're supposed to get as well. Let's look it up right quick. It's which one? Yeah, this one. We're also getting this one. When this card is activated, add 2 Exo. It's a continuous spell. Add 2 Exosister monsters from your deck to your hand, then discard 1 card. You can target 1 face-up monster you control immediately after this effect is all. Normal summon 1 Exosister monster mentioned on that monster. If a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard, even during a damage step, you can activate this effect. Your opponent banishes 1 of them. Okay, that's good against Kill Tune. You can only use this to affect the Exosister Betrayal once per turn. So that's actually nice because Exosister is all about cards that are moved from a graveyard. I think Exosister actually will be good against Kill Tune and stuff like that. But the thing about it is, I don't know if I feel like you have to go first. Which one was it? Is it this one? It is card XYZ summon using Exosister monster material. Neither player can activate effects in the graveyard. This is a key card against Kill Tune. But the thing about it is, before they activate the effect, that Kill Tune does have a quick play spell that allow them synchro summon, and then they can sit there and activate it and stuff like that. So, but this is actually a good card to counter Kill Tune. So I think Exosister is gonna be a fun road deck, especially with the new card coming out. This one, when your opponent activates a monster effect or normal spell or trap card effect, you can detach all materials from this card, and if you do, the activate effect becomes add one card from your opponent's graveyard to their hand. So basically, I had to detach 2 Exosisters from the graveyard, detach, send them to the graveyard, then I can add one of the Exosisters from the graveyard to my hand, then it activates the other Exosisters on the field, because once the card moves from your graveyard, you can XYZ summon into, let's say, if you think you're going against Kill Tune, or during your opponent's turn, you can summon this. Your opponent can activate any monster effects of Kill Tune in the graveyard, which is nice. You know, there's just a lot of things they can actually go into. So I think this Exosister definitely going to be a fun road deck. I definitely see Exosister definitely coming up a lot. I think it's going to be a very fun road deck. I think it's cool, so I'm excited about that. Then this one. I'm not a big Dragunity player. I wasn't in Link Evolution. I think Dragunity, they got a shit ton of cards, dude. That's crazy. Dragunity seemed like an old school fun deck. The one thing that really bothers me, including the tuner, okay, so not all decks can play this. Cause I wonder, like, can any deck just summon this? But no, you got to include the tuner. So I feel like that's good. This is basically, honestly, at the end of the day, just Dragunity only, because I feel like all decks could probably build it. This is a Link 4, but at the same time, this is actually a cool card. Dragunity is actually really good. If you don't have the hand traps or anything to stop them, it's really, really good. I played in the Dice event. Like, this deck is like really, really good, honestly. Dragunity is like a really good, strong deck, honestly. So it's nice that they brought this. Hopefully, I don't know how much you will see Dragunity, because like I said, your opponent can activate effects of monsters in the graveyard. Another thing to stop Kill Tune as well. But like I said, I don't know if this is going to be any good or not. I don't know if it's going to boost up Dragunity or whatever. Who knows at the end of the day whether it's going to be good or not. We just have to wait and see. But then we get to Elfnote, and honestly, I think Elfnote really is just gonna be like Doom Z, and it's gonna be like Archmage and stuff like that. Is the thing about Elfnote, Doom Z, and Archmage is that until we get the Power Patron cards, it's not gonna be good. That's what we're really waiting on. We're waiting on the new Power Patron cards. We're waiting on this one. We're waiting on the field spell. Which one? The field step, that one. Waiting on the field spell, which is really good. That's what we're waiting on. Now, I will say this. Like, I'm telling y'all this because I kind of figure out Konami's, how can I put this? I kind of fit out Konami's system a little bit. I'm not for sure. But if I'm correct, we should get the Power Patron cards in September. That's the month it should be coming out, in September. Now, if they feeling generous, they could release in August or July. Those are 3 months, either September, August, or July. Yeah, May, June, July. July, August, September. Yeah, between September, August, and July, we're gonna get the Power Patron cards. If they feel generous, I say they probably would release it in July, because July is a long month. If not, I would say the August would probably be our best bet. So, but September is definitely Power Patron coming in September. That's for sure. If we don't get in July or August, it's definitely September. But like I said, if they feeling generous, we're gonna get the Power Patron cards in July or August, the earliest. If they feeling generous, hopefully they do. Hopefully they feel generous and put in August, but we'll see. But until we get those cards, I think Elfnote really, it's just gonna be like Doom Z. Just like, it's just, you basically just getting the Elfnote card, the Doom Z cards, Archmage cards. You just gather them until we get the Power Patron support cards. So Elfnote definitely seemed interesting. Like I said, I kind of built this a few moments ago. I haven't tested it out yet. I'm gonna test it out Tuesday. See how it goes. But it seemed like a really fun deck, honestly. I like the way it looks and everything else. Like I said, media is pure. That's what it comes down to, and everything else. We're still missing some Archmage card. We're still missing a fusion monster for Archmage. Hopefully we can get it in this pack. Because it's been a while, and I feel like it would help Archmage a lot. Yeah, this one. we're missing this one. Hopefully we get it in this pack Wednesday when it's supposed to come out. Hopefully this will help Archmage a lot. But at the end of the day, we still, like I said, we're still waiting on the power patron cards and stuff like that. That's what's really holding Doom Z and Archmage and now Elfnote back, is the power patron card. So we'll just have to wait and see till it comes out. But like I said, the latest it will come out is September. I promise you, if it does not come out in July or August, it will be September. But like I said, if Konami's feeling generous, they will release it either in August or July. Because next month, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get branded. Then I'm pretty sure either July or August, hopefully they release the power patron cards, and then we can sit there and go crazy with Elfnote, Doom Z, and Archmage. Hopefully. But Elfnote definitely seems interesting. Not like I said, it's another synchro deck, which is even crazier, whatever case may be. But this card is crazy. Quick effect. You can activate this effect. Monsters your opponent controls in the same column as an Elfnote monster you control cannot be used as material for fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link summon until the end of this turn, which is crazy. So my thing is, you have to get all 3 Elfnote monsters on the field. They're all high level monsters, level 6, level 6, level 6, and they all have to start off in the main monster zone. So you really have to find a way to get all 3 of these on the field. Plus you have to find a way to get the synchro monster as well on the field. So like I said, this is that power patron card as well, because everybody has a power patron card. This is one for Archmage, this is one for Doom Z, and this is one for Elfnote. And they all have the same effect. This one quick effect for synchro, this is a quick effect for fusion, and this is a quick effect for XYZ. So which is kind of cool, honestly. So like I said, we're just waiting on the power patron cards to come, which will be August, either August, or it'll be July, either July or August if they're feeling generous, or it'll come out in September. Other than that, I think Elfnote would be fun, but I just don't see like being really good until the power patron cards come out. That's really what we're waiting on. So I would just tell people now, I know people are waiting on the new branded cards and stuff like that. I would say truthfully, I would get the Elfnote cards just to have them. And then Exosister only has 1 new card coming. It's just this one and a field spell. I'm pretty, or the continuous spell. This would be ultra rare, we know it. The continuous spell would probably be super rare. So you can craft this if you can craft this if you want to. So that's just go ahead and get that out the way. I'm pretty sure you need like 2 of them. So that's already out the way. You don't need, I probably say you need like 2 of these. And you need 2 of these. And then you just get the rest of the Elfnote cards and you good. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on this pack. I wouldn't spend all your gems on it. If you do have the crafting materials, I would say craft it, because when branded comes out, I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring out like they had like the they have like the collector files and stuff like that. Yeah, collector file. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get something like that for branded. So they probably gonna release something like that for branded next month. Branded also is gonna probably, the alt cards for branded is probably gonna come back next month as well. So, I feel like branded they're gonna do whatever they can for branded to sit there and like, I think branded is Master Duel's pet. Just Master Duel's pet, honestly. They just go all out for it. But I definitely agree at the end of the day, this may be a pack skip. Just I'll say craft 2 of these. That's why I say, unless you're a Dragunity fan, then yeah, I won't worry about that. I would say just get Elfnote, just have Elfnote just in case for when we get the whenever we get the power patron cards, the field spell, I will literally sit there and say that's when Elfnote, Doom Z, and Archmage are gonna shoot up the ranks. Literally. So just be patient. I'm telling you, September is either July, August, or September. One of those 3 months, we're gonna get this. I promise you, one of those 3 months, we're gonna get this. September is the latest, but we're gonna get this, and out of one of those 3 months. And as soon as we get this, I'm telling you, Archmage, Doom Z, and Elfnote are gonna shoot up. They're gonna be really good, and it's gonna be definitely interesting to play it. That's for sure. Especially Doom Z is my favorite, so I definitely can't wait for this to come out and everything else. It will definitely help out the deck a lot. So honestly, at the end of the day, I would tell a lot of people it's gonna be a pack skip because they waiting for the branded stuff, which I understand. But like I said, for me, I'm probably gonna craft 2 of these. I'm gonna get all the Elfnote cards just when Patreon comes, well, how Patreon comes out. Hecahands, like I said, I don't know how good this deck is gonna be because 2 of the monsters effect only activate during your main phase, and you have to have your opponent draw cards. So unless they activate Max C, then you're pretty much stuck with it. Like I said, they do play with Chimera. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna see, Chimera and Hecahands and stuff like that. But like I said, at the end of the day, most of the Hecahands effects only activate during your main phase, which is a problem. I didn't know that. I thought it was like during either main phase, but it's only during your main phase. So you have to force your opponent to draw cards. You know, you have to play like what's that magic card Sky Striker plays? It's not Pot of, is it Pot of Greed? No, it's not Pot of Greed. Sorry. God, what is that magic card they play? Now I gotta look it up and see. The freak is my Sky Striker deck? I know I have it somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I passed over it. Sorry, I can't think of that spell card. Like as soon as I see, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, this one, Upstart Goblin. You know, give your opponent 1,000 life points, and then they have to draw a card and stuff like that. Unless they activate Max C. Like I said, we already saw the spell. We already saw the spell card that they have. To sit there and allow them to like force your opponent to draw a card and then discard a card. So, like I said, it's just a lot of things. I just don't know honestly about this deck. If it was like both main phase, I think this deck would be really good, but it'd be really annoying. But since it's doing your main phase and only if your opponent draws cards, like I said, you have to sit there and banish this. Your opponent have to draw a card and discard, then I can activate these effects. It's just, I don't know. Honestly, like I said, I'm gonna play this tomorrow on Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega. I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna play this for an hour, try to figure it out, stuff like that. But I'm just feeling like this deck isn't gonna be any good because your opponent have to draw like out of your opponent's hand. Your opponent have to cards add to your opponent's hand either during a draw phase or damage step. Except during the draw phase or damage step. Sorry, except during the draw phase or damage step. And that's the only way these effects can activate. And plus, they're high level monsters also. So it's not like something you can just normal summon to the field, like stuff like that. So if your opponent doesn't add anything to their hand, you pretty much have to end your turn. Unless you sit there and activate this. But other than that, like, if you honestly look at it, there's really nothing you can do. And then this is an ultra rare. But first, either must be featured summon special summon for your extra deck by triggering 2 monsters you control. 1 face-up monster owned by your opponents and 1 illusion monster. So, like I said, it just... I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like a lot of people gonna feel like this as a pack skip, which I understand. You want to say all your gems for branded because branded's probably gonna come out next month. But like I said, definitely get Elfnote. I would definitely say that. Definitely craft this, 2 of these. The continuous spell will probably be super rare, so I would get that. If you're a Dragunity fan, I mean, why not? But like I said, the problem with synchro decks is they special summon a lot. So if somebody get more Charmy off of you or Max C, like you're pretty much screwed. I don't know. We have to wait and see about this. I don't think this is gonna be good as I thought it would be, honestly, at the end of the day. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing come Wednesday. The new pack comes out Wednesday. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna learn. So the thing is, I'm gonna upload a video on Sunday. We're gonna learn Hecahands. I think I'm saying it right. If I'm not, let me know. I'm gonna upload a video tomorrow on learning how to play Hecahands. Then Monday, I'm gonna check this out, Exosister. Probably gonna be like a 30-minute video because everybody know how Exosister works. It's nothing special really. I mean, like it's just basic, just forcing your opponent to move stuff in the graveyard. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. So I mean, like, you know, I don't know if I'm probably gonna upload a video of this or not. I probably won't because there's nothing like really too special about it. We already know how it works. Probably Monday, I'll probably upload a video trying to learn Elfnote and see how this goes and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. This pack interests me. I don't care about branded. I've never been a branded fan. I don't like branded. I'll tell you this straight up to your face. I do not like branded. Even though I do have the branded cards, I just don't like branded. It's just, branded never interests me. Like I find branded annoying as heck, honestly. And I find it so annoying that every event we have, they always allow you to play branded. Like they don't even hit branded stuff like that. Like the alt cards are probably gonna be next month, so they probably gonna bring back the alt cards next month. um I just never been a branded fan, honestly. I really don't, honestly. I got a whole bunch of the cards. I just don't care about branding. Never been a big fan. I have the card. I like Despia, but it seems like you can't play Despia if I brand it. So which is irritating, but yeah. But anyway, like I said, at the end of the day, brand is coming out next month. They're probably gonna bring the alt card. They're probably gonna bring the alt cards back next month. That's the best way for them to make money. So if you don't want to spend all your money on this pack, I understand. You want to save it for next month pack with branded. Go right on ahead. I understand that, but like I said, that's just how it's going to be at the end of the day. So I just wanted to make a quick video. Of this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get an Elfnote. I'm gonna craft this. I don't know about this. Like I said, I think this is gonna be pretty bad unless you force your opponent to draw cards like Upstart Goblin or Dark Lord type stuff like that. Other than that, I feel like this deck really just gonna struggle. I know like I said, I know a lot of people play with Chimera, but I mean, honestly, who knows at the end of the day? I just don't get it. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will catch y'all tomorrow when I upload a video on learning how to play this deck, and I'm gonna let you know if it's any good or not. But odds are it's probably not, because unless I force my opponent to draw cards, then I'm pretty much stuck and there's nothing I can do. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. See ya.